Come on in. Today our guest is Kim. And Kim, we've met before, but you have a new goal. It's a new year.
Yes.
How are you hoping we can help you today?
I'm hoping that I'm working out a lot, so I'm hoping that I can just do a tune-up so that I stay all aligned and strong for all my workouts.
Okay. Just a little info about her background. She's got really kind of one thing that happened to her is an ACL repair way back when you were a teenager. And partly how we met because it still affects you. So I'm Kara Lindell. I'm the founder of the Bridging Institute and the Bridging Technique. I'm also an engineer and a movement specialist. And so today we're going to be using an engineering-based problem-solving set to look at how all the physics of her body, just all the little micro movements, flow and transition. And what we're looking for are asymmetries and glitches. And then we'll use the bridging technique, which is some gentle stretches and movements to reset the muscles so that you're in tip-top shape for exercising.
Great.
Okay, so let's just dig right in. I'm gonna let you face forward. We're gonna see how everything from tip to toe is flowing, and we're just gonna go a little right to left. And again, we're looking for is everything the same and paying attention to what's going on between your knee and your hip. Turning, nice. So far symmetry's good. And a little forward and back. So I think you're helping me.
I am.
I don't know. Well, okay, so going forward is easier than going back is not so easy. So that's something to keep in mind. Have a seat, and we're gonna check the same things with core. And so we're gonna go forward, back. Yeah, because here's backwards. When you were standing, this is what I couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
And side to side, beautiful. And a little left and right. Very nice. I'm gonna let you lay down, head over here. And let's just see how all the parts are working together. So we're gonna just lift each leg. And so what's interesting is this is the knee you had the ACL issue with, and this leg right now is not your friend. It's not turning, it's hard to lift. This one turns a little bit. Any injuries in the end of the year?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So yeah, we got to figure out what's keeping this one locked down. Let's see about arms. So we're just gonna give a wiggle and see if it stretches. Okay, so the stretchiness at your shoulder could be better. Mm-hmm. A lot of the basic movements are actually pretty nice. It's just the interconnectedness to your core. I wonder if improving this will help the leg. Sometimes that's what happens. Let's see how this one is. Nice. Feel the difference? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give your knees a big hug. And let's see how you go from side to side. Love it. So your core is actually moving really nicely. And let go. And you almost did one thing that when I teach my students, they have a hard time with is how just rocking somebody up to sitting. And they're like, does it ever work? I'm like, yes, it does. Okay, put it down. And I'm going to grab an arm and a leg. I'm going to roll you toward me. Mm-hmm. Don't help. Okay, so yeah, something on that right side. Goodness. And let's see what this side's up to. Okay, that's a big difference. Flip on your stomach. Let's just check legs that way. And since we're at shoulders, we'll give them a quick check. So it moves. I'd like more, because if you're gonna do push-ups, I don't know if you'd be doing push-ups, but okay, well, we want that working a little bit better. This works very nicely. Let's see about a leg. So I'm gonna lift. Okay, this is that same right leg. It's not going anywhere. And this one, it does lift a little bit. Let's see if it rotates out a little. Yes. And this one, no. So I am gonna let you come on your right side. So, and I'm gonna give you a pillow to put underneath your head. So typically we're gonna work from the side that's better. So the left side was moving a whole lot better. Just let's see if our shoulder moves. That's nice. Hip moving, nice. I'm going to hold it in the middle and just kind of freshen everything up. And then we're going to look at how the arms and legs interconnect. So it's a push-pull kind of movement. And so definitely push-ups, you can relate to how that interacts. But for squats and lunges, there's some push-pull at the legs to the core. So instead of just getting you centered and flowy, we want your core to help out your arms and legs for everything. Here, and so a lot of people have beginning of year workout, fitness, exercise goals, but sometimes your bodies are not cooperating. There. Okay, so that's moving better. Let's check from the front. So this is the push-pull. Is if I hold, I'm going to pull, your core follows. If I push, your core follows. So it's almost like I'm using this as an oar. Does it go forward and back? So let's see if your leg does the same thing. So if I push forward and back, so you can feel your back moving. So this is mid-back, lower back, and it works pretty well. So I'm going to let you sit up, and I'm going to flip you around the other side so it's easier for people to see what we're up to. There we go. And to start with, let's see. Do we have a shoulder that moves? Yes. Not so much here. So it's really interesting. It's like I'm thinking that your left leg is going to be an issue, but it's not. So we're going to tune up this right shoulder and just connect it in a little bit better. And then try to figure out what's going on with that right leg. There. Whew. That feels pretty good. Mm-hmm. So let's see what we got here. Okay, does it turn? Not so much. I'm going to prop it up, one of our peanut balls, and just see if we can help it remember how to turn. And I think I'm going to use one of our little baby peanut balls for a little support on the front of the hip. So it seems like there's something going on here. There. And let's see if that's, much better. Carrying too many Christmas presents around. Some people end up with weird things, leg, core, arm, from their dogs. But do you have a dog? Okay. Yeah, because sometimes with walking the dogs, they like to chase after things. And then all of a sudden, you're the one who's the worst for it. So might be a little something of that in there, or who knows. Sometimes life just gets in the way of bodies working well. And ankle's a little stiff also. That's much better. It's just easily moving around. So it seems like a little combination between here, up at the hip, and at the ankle, and kind of the outside of the foot. So. And it looks like I'm just pushing around her foot, but what I'm really doing is holding one end so that very specific muscles have to work, and then giving them a stretch and then a little wiggle to help them connect up in pairs, and a little stretch again, and that's what seals in the new relationships. One of the questions is, how long is this gonna last? And the thing that you would not realize that I'm following is some very early movement development framework, so that we're looking at how the integrity of the core hangs together and the integrity of the arms and legs, and then how they interact. And so if we go back to the original blueprint of how the body puts itself together, once you go through those motions, it usually hangs together pretty well. Which is a test, I guess, exemplified by your left leg, because we have worked on your left leg before, and it's doing pretty well. Maybe your right leg is just jealous. There. Okay. Let's do the same thing that we did with the right side and make sure that everything is, the push-pull is working well with your core. Oh, that's super easy. Wow. And leg. Not quite as easy, so I'm going to see if we can find the sweet spot to get that to connect better. And so we're going through a lot of angles and changes in position, because in real life, our body goes through lots of angles and different positions. And all these little flows and transitions need to work. And there we go. So I got it going backwards. I'm waiting for the forward. So let's kind of work with backwards a little bit more. So usually the direction that works well is the key to opening up the one that we're looking for. Well, there we go. What did you kick? Or maybe a missed step. There. Okay. So tell you what, roll on your back, and let's just see where we are with everything. I hope we're not going to throw you off, because you're backwards from how we originally checked, but this leg was good. This one I couldn't lift, so that changed. This one turned, and this one didn't, and now it does, so that's very nice. Let's see if they match, and if they bend together, yes. And they flow up and down pretty easily together, so that's nice. This was the side that didn't want to move, and now it does. So tell you what, flip on your stomach. I think you can roll either way. And let's just double check to make sure that right leg is working. Okay, it moves, yay. And I can also rotate it out. So for working out, if you're doing any squats and any variation on lunges, okay, so this one actually seems a little on the stiff side, so let's just freshen up the foot and hip. And I'm supporting the knee because with that prior surgery, it just needs a little help. There we go. And that one's working just as well. Let's make sure that they feel even on one more motion. Lift this leg, put it down, lift this leg, put it down. They look similar. Do they feel similar? All right. So flip over, and actually I think you can sit up. That was pretty good. Oh my gosh, so much ease. I mean, it was good before, but you're just glide and bubble. Stand up. All right. And so what's your program? You just strength training? Or?
I have assignments every day from an accountability coach.
Oh,
running,
so you're
biking.
It's like serious
weights,
stuff.
Pilates, yoga bar, everything.
Oh, good. Oh, nice mix too. Yeah. Okay. Feel how easy that is now. And the back, because this is what you couldn't do before, was come back. Yeah. So everything is just gliding and bouncing back. So Take half a step forward. I just want to make sure that with everything matching up that we've got your head all matched up, because there was a lot with one shoulder and not so much the other. All right, stand, come on back. So just a quick recap. Kim is interested in making sure she's good for her New Year's workout and exercise plan. And what we found was that her right side was just sort of stuck and heavy and out of balance. And I don't know what was going on, but just refreshing how the shoulders worked and how the legs and feet worked just kind of opened everything up and rebalanced. And you should be good to go.
Great.
So
Thank you so much.
yeah, good luck with your program.
Thank you.
For those of you at home, what you see, we went through a very basic assessment of just looking at fundamental relationships between core and arms and legs, and then just worked with the parts that worked well and cascaded that into teaching the ones that needed a little help and then matching everything back up again. That's what we teach. And also, if you are interested in making sure you're good for your workout routine, we'd love to meet you in the office, and all of that information is in the show notes. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that you can catch the latest episodes as they come out. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.